Hello everybody and welcome to the third video in our series of videos on early Christian Ireland. We have already looked at how the Christian church was established in Ireland and some of the features and buildings of the monastic sites, and now we will be looking at some of the most fascinating contributions of Christianity to Ireland. As always, we begin with our learning outcomes. So by the end of this presentation, you guys should know 4 details about manuscripts and how they were created. You guys should know 3 facts about early Christian metalworking. And finally, you guys should know what high crosses were used for. One of the biggest contributions that Christianity brought to Ireland was reading and writing. We already talked about how St. Patrick's Confession was the first book written in Ireland. And as Christianity took root, the skills of reading and writing developed in Ireland. Up until this point, the only form of writing within to be found was on these standing stones known as ogham stones, which had ogham writing. These were generally used as markers to say if the lands belonged to somebody or if someone was buried there. However, Christian monks began to produce beautiful handwritten books called manuscripts. They were mainly written in Latin, the language of the church, although some of the later ones were written in Irish. The monks who illustrated these manuscripts were called scribes. They were skilled and they trained by practicing on wax tablets. They worked in this room here, the scriptorium, which we would have met when we were looking at the layout of the monastery, and they would write on vellum, which was stretched calfskin, or parchment, which was stretched sheepskin. They used reeds or quills, not that type of quill, that type of quill. And they also used minerals, plants, and leaves to make their ink. Some of the finest examples are the Book of Kells, which is a copy of the 4 Gospels. It was started in Lindisfarne Monastery, but it was finished in Kells. It was moved to Kells after repeated Viking raids. It's on display to this day in Trinity College, along with this beautiful manuscript known as the Book of Durrow. The Cahag is one of the oldest manuscripts, and the Leber Nahidra, or the Book of Dun Cow, has stories and legends from ancient Ireland and is the first and oldest manuscript written in Irish. However, it wasn't just manuscripts they produced, as they also were skilled metalworkers, and they produced chalices such as the Ardagh chalice, which was something that was found by accident when someone who was digging up potatoes. They also produced beautiful brooches such as the Tara brooch, and they produced beautiful staffs which are known as crosiers. They used an intricate and delicate technique known as filigree, where they twisted fine gold or silver threads to create amazing patterns. They also would have used the Celtic spiral design to enhance the artistic value of the things that they were making. One of the greatest finds of early Christian artifacts was the Derry na Flan hoard, which included a beautiful chalice known as the Derry na Flan chalice and a lot of other artifacts. Again, it was something that was found by accident. The final aspect of early Christian art that we will look at is the high crosses. Sometimes people would call them as Celtic crosses. On these crosses, monks would have carved pictures from the Bible. These pictures were used to help tell the stories from the Bible, because most people at the time couldn't read, but they could see the pictures and have them explained to them. It is also thought that these crosses were actually painted, so they would have been a lot more colourful than the one we see in the picture. That brings us to the end of our presentation. So by now you guys should know 4 details about manuscripts and how they were created. Second, you guys should know 3 facts about early Christian metalworking. And third, you guys should know what high crosses were used for. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys got something good from this video.